Hello children, I am Priti Puri. I am going to tell you a story of a young boy named Shui. Many years ago, there lived a young boy named Shui. He was intelligent and sincere and loved flowers the most. He had planted almost all types of flowers in his garden. Nothing pleased him more than watching the lilacs, lilies and orchids as they bloomed during springtime. Shui admired the emperor of the land because, like Shui, he also loved flowers. The emperor also loved children but had none of his own. He was not having children. So the emperor decided to choose one of the children of his land to be his successor. One day, as he wandered through his garden, he came up with the most marvelous plan to find the next emperor. Extremely good plan. The very next day, the emperor called all the children of his kingdom to his palace. He gave one seed to each child. Come back in 1 year. Whoever will grow the finest flower from these seeds will be the next emperor, the emperor declared. The children ran from the palace smiling. All they had to do was grow a plant and they would be the emperor. Shui did not see it as an opportunity to be the emperor. Instead, he was excited about planting the seed and adoring its beautiful flowers, loving its beautiful flowers. As soon as he got home, Shui found a clay pot made by his grandpa. He thought that the clay pot would be the right thing to grow his seed in. He found rich, black soil that had many worms in it to make it nourishing. He filled the pot with the soil. Then he sowed his seed. First he filled the soil, then seed, then again soil, and carefully covering it with the soil. Shui set the pot in the sun and tended the seed with all his devotion. He was careful neither to give too much water nor too little. At proper times, he treated it with manure and was careful to protect it from ants, birds, and sparrows. As the months passed, Shui's garden was filled with vibrant, colorful flowers. Nothing but nothing sprouted in his pot. The pot was empty. There was no plant in this pot. That's odd, he said disappointedly. He moved the pot to another window for proper sunlight. Nothing happened. He tried watering his plant more and even singing to it. He was singing to the seed. He was adoring, but nothing happened. But the seed did not grow. He visited every gardener he knew, and to each he told the tale of his seed. No one knew what was wrong. The time was nearing to return to the king. Shui was disheartened. He was sad. His grandpa consoled him, comforted him. He said, Shui, you did your best. You were caring and patient. Be honest with the emperor. It will be enough. On the appointed day 1 year later, Shui walked to the palace with an empty pot. He was not happy. His heart was nearly breaking with disappointment. When he arrived, a sea of children stood before him. Each child was holding a pot with pleasant flowers planted in it. Each child was having beautiful flowers in his hand. Shui had never seen a sight so beautiful. Some of his sadness left him as he inhaled the fragrances of the blooms. When he inhaled the fragrances of the flowers, he forgot about his sadness. The orchids were delicate and elegant. The lilies were fragrant and full. The roses were bursting with colors. Their owners held them proudly. Look at mine! Look at mine! They were all showing. They were very excited, holding their plants high as the emperor walked through the children. He nodded pleasantly as he passed by, noting all flowers in every shade of the rainbow. The emperor was happy, but he was frowned when he saw Shui's pot, which was empty. You brought me an empty pot? He exclaimed. Shui hung his head. He said, I'm sorry, Emperor. I cared for my seed, but as you see, I was not able to grow a flower for you. The emperor's face lit up with a smile, brighter than the flowers all around him. You are my successor, the emperor said, taking Shui's hand in his hands. But sir, I am the only one here who has failed, Shui exclaimed. The emperor smiled and said, there is only one among you who is honest enough to be the emperor. The seed that I gave were already cooked, so they could never grow. These wonderful plants you all have shown me did not come from the seeds that I distributed. Now, the other children looked ashamed. They were feeling sorry because they had not been honest. Shui not only took good care of the seed, but was also honest enough to show his empty pot to the emperor. And so it was an honest boy with the empty pot who became the successor to the emperor. So, the moral? What is the moral of the story? The moral is that we should be honest. In whatever work we are doing, we should be honest, sincere, and we should do our work with full devotion. I hope that you have liked the story. And in these days, in the lockdown days, stay at home. Take care of your family members. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Do something new. Do something creative. Bye.